Welcome to the Love Hub channel, where we discuss matters of the heart and give relationship advice to women. In today's episode, we are going to discuss how to have a long and successful relationship. People these days think that once you get into a relationship, it will just all magically work out. And that's just not the truth. If you want your relationship to be successful, stable, long, joyful, then both partners will need to work on it. People don't really want to work hard these days, and the thing is, relationships aren't going to be perfect. They're not even going to be easy. You will need to have a lot of patience to make it work. And there are going to be a lot of outside forces involved, stressors such as work life or problems with family. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the both of you to break apart. And the thing is, if you really want to stay together, if you truly want to be in a long and successful relationship, you're going to have to put in the work. We're going to give you a few tips that will hopefully help you out. Now, we're not professionals, but we are women who are in long relationships, and these are just some of the tips that we're going to give you. Now, remember, the Love Hub is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge women here. We are your safe space. Now, let's get to the topic. Number 1, are you trying to change him? Before you made a commitment to your partner, did you truly get to know him? When you were just dating each other and getting to know each other better, did you pay attention to his personality, his flaws, his more undesirable qualities? Because the thing is, men, especially when they're older, are already set in their ways. It's really going to be difficult for you to revamp his entire personality. And that's why it's important for you to figure out if this person that you're dating is someone that you really want to be in a long-term commitment with. If you want to be in a long and successful relationship with your partner, then you should be prepared to love them for who they are and to accept them as is. Now, this doesn't mean that the two of you can't work with each other to make yourselves better people. That's not what we're saying at all. But to expect someone to completely change who they are is unrealistic in a lot of ways, and it may just end up causing a lot of resentment between the two of you. Ladies, I know that we have an idea or a vision of what a perfect man is, but the truth is there is no perfect man. Even the most amazing, most kind, loving man on the planet will have some flaws. You can't change them all. Now, you can sit down and work with him on some of the things that you would truly like him to change. For example, if he has really nasty habits and that's really getting on your nerves, then absolutely talk it out with him. Try to work it out. Again, successful relationships hinge on compromise. But this is something that the two of you will have to discuss, and you can't expect him to have an overhaul of his entire personality. Ladies, choose your battles wisely. If you can't stand him leaving the clothes on the floor, but he is otherwise a really great provider, he takes care of you, he tries to look his best for you, then maybe just, pick up the dirty clothes if you see it. Mention to him that it's really frustrating to have to be the one to do it. Let him know what your feelings are. But if he doesn't change that habit, sometimes you'll just have to accept it in the same way that he accepts your undesirable qualities. For example, you have long hair. You brush your hair a lot. Next thing you know, your hair is everywhere. It's on the bed, it's on the floor, it's on the sink, and that could really be bothersome for men, but they love you and so they put up with it. Putting up with it doesn't mean that you are going to allow bad, harmful behaviors to happen. No, when it comes to things like that, of course, stand up for yourself. Reach out to people who can help you. What we're talking about is just the everyday things that happen when you're living together. It's the little mundane details of home life. A lot of people have a vision of the perfect home life, and that vision is just not real. So when your expectations are set too high and both of you fail to live up to those expectations, that can breed a lot of resentment. And that is why it's important for you to truly get to know each other before you get into a committed relationship. And once you are in a relationship, try to accept each other for who you are. Which brings us to our next tip: compromise. If the two of you want to be in a long, fruitful relationship, you will need to learn to compromise on both the big things and the little things. Ladies, choose your battles wisely. Don't fight over every single thing. It's not going to be a harmonious relationship because you're just arguing over everything. And at some point, one of you is going to say, you know what, I've had it, I'm done, I'm sick of all this fighting. That's how it usually ends if you don't learn how to compromise. Number 3, respect your man. If he is trying his best to make you happy, to take care of you, then give him a little bit of respect. Don't just nag him all day, every day over the littlest things. Have you ever gotten into a fight with your man and he blows up and says, I can't do anything right, I'm always wrong? When he says that, that shows that he is truly deeply hurt and he's frustrated. He feels that you're not giving him the respect that he deserves, that you don't appreciate the efforts that he puts in to make this relationship work. So it is important for you to show a little bit of respect and gratitude to your man. If he truly loves you and is doing his best to make you happy, doesn't he deserve it? Number 4, don't neglect his needs. Physical intimacy is important to keep the spark alive in your relationship, especially if you've been dating for quite a while now. If you're in a long-term relationship, things may tend to get repetitive and boring. So it's important for you to focus on his physical needs and try to make it interesting, try to make it exciting for the both of you. It's important for you to keep that chemistry alive. Number 5, handle stress in a healthy way. This is really important. There are going to be a lot of things in life that will make it really stressful for you and your partner. Finances, family problems, all that stuff. It's important for the both of you to handle stress in a healthy and loving way. Instead of blaming each other and tearing each other down, you need to figure out how to solve problems together. Lift each other up. Don't allow these outside forces in your relationship to destroy the both of you. So it's important for you to hold on to your bond and make it even stronger. Remember, ladies, no man is perfect, not even billionaires. And no relationship is ever going to be perfect. What's important is that the two of you strive to make each other happy. That no matter what happens, you're not going to give up on each other.